Carmel Valley, good to have you in here.
Yep.
Yeah, so you just got married, I understand. Took a little trip across the country.
I did a couple of months ago. Got married out of the country and also did our honeymoon all around South America.
Now we actually have some pictures. Where were these pictures taken from?
So we actually went down to South America, and this is in Peru at Machu Picchu. Went down there. That was actually a goal of mine that I had set many years ago, that was one of the places I wanted to get to, and so I was able to obtain that.
Kurt, I can see that you're married up.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So where else did you go? There's another shot here.
Yeah, we went to Rio de Janeiro. So we were down there.
How's the real estate out there?
You know, I didn't
pay attention?
I didn't pay attention because
could care less.
Yeah, they have some things going on with the city there and the favelas, etc. But I spent most of my time relaxing, seeing some of the sights, and sometimes on the beach there.
I understand that you met some interesting people out there, maybe some famous people while you were out there.
Yeah, that was interesting. Actually, when we landed in Rio, which was our last location, we have people who pick us up from the airport. And as we're driving, they're telling us, you got a nice hotel, it's on the beach, it's a little boutique, and the people from the movie A Very Bad Night is staying there. And I thought, well, I've never heard of that movie. And if you don't know, a lot of countries—
Very Bad Night, okay.
A lot of countries will change the titles of movies, and so you know they're not always the same. Maybe they don't translate, etc. And they speak Portuguese down in Brazil. So I'm thinking A Very Bad Night, and you get married and they get drunk, and I finally realized it was the Hangover cast.
And you had a picture of the guy from The Hangover?
Yeah, we actually got the opportunity to meet them. That's me and Mr. Chow there. We met pretty much all the cast members. Bradley Cooper, took a picture with my wife, but didn't have time for me per se to take a picture.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you know that we actually got some footage from your wedding out there?
No, I haven't even seen footage, so that would be interesting.
No, we captured some footage from Peru, right? Peru, you're at?
We got married in Costa Rica, but we did visit Peru.
So Costa Rica, we had the paparazzi there chasing you down. Here's a clip of Kurt Wannebo, the top realtor in San Diego per the Wall Street Journal, at his wedding.
Hello. How about that ride in? I guess that's why they call it Sin City. You guys might not know this, but I consider myself a bit of a loner. I tend to think of myself as a one-man wolf pack.
Costa Rica.
Yeah,
definitely. You are a one-man wolf pack. Wall Street Journal, #1 in San Diego, top 100 across the country.
Agent team transactions in the county, correct.
So now you're in the Carmel Valley area. Obviously, you cover a wide range of San Diego. Let's get into real estate stuff. What are some of the new things that are happening up there? Yeah,
so I do cover the 92130 zip code, and Carmel Valley is a part of that, but there are other sections as well. But relatively speaking, I'd say one of the highlights that's happening right now is that we're in the fall, and so school's back in.
Yep.
And this is a community that really is really a suburbia type thing, where people move to this area because they are interested in the schools and raising their kids, etc. And while it has great locale, such as it's centrally located in San Diego and it's very close, a mile or two away from the beaches, as well as downtown in the north as well, one of the main reasons people move there is for the school system and raise their kids. So,
go ahead.
How that impacts real estate
is
essentially—
that's what I was going to ask, is now that the school season is in,
right,
you don't really see that breakup from summer to fall to winter because the weather doesn't change here really, so that doesn't impact. But how much does school impact it? In
this community, it's substantial. So a lot of the people who have kids in school, were thinking about making a move, even within the same area or zip code, have now decided, we're going to stay put. So the inventory's decreased a little bit. Relatively speaking, and overall, the stats are almost flatline. The inventory is stable, the sales that are happening are stable, the pricing is stable, and that's relatively commonplace as we get to the end of the year.
New communities up there, Alta de Mar, is that right?
Correct.
You have other new building. Explain what happens with these new building projects. The builders are out, they're spending money. That's kind of a good indicator for housing.
Right.
Talk about some of the areas that are coming up in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, so what's really interesting about the community I work in is this. People ask me all the time, where can I buy new construction? Where is there going to be new construction in the next year or two?
And this is the Alta Del Mar, correct?
Yeah, this is one of the developments that they're building, and now this is one of the higher end developments that they have going on in the south side. This essentially starts at about 1.8 and up, but they're also building other relative properties in the millions right now, and that has changed over the past couple of years as to what properties they're building and the size and the cost and why. Okay.
Yep. So when I think of new communities, I mean, these are some big fancy homes. Now on my radio show this week, you were talking about different communities from the $300,000 price range up to a couple million.
Right.
So there's a lot of opportunity for first-time home buyers as well.
Right, because our median price point in this zip code essentially is about $1,050,000. People hear about this community and they think, well, it's way out of my price range,
Right.
et cetera. But the reality is, this is a community where there's actually all the way from $300,000 condos all the way up to multi-million-dollar homes in the $6,000 and $7,000 or $1 million price range. And so, and this is a very confined area. And so it's a community where people can get into with a starter home or like a condo. And many times what I find with clients and people that I work with in the community is that they work their way up and
Yep.
maybe get to bigger homes. And many times, even when they reach that final home, when they start to downsize, they many times like to stay in the same community. So I do deal with a lot of clients who are continuously moving across the street, down
Yep.
the road,
I'm sure
not
it's a nice
in and out
area.
of the area. Right.
Also on my radio show you were on earlier this week, we talked about for sale by owner. Now, right now you have a hot housing market. A lot of people see all these offers coming through. They see their neighbors getting these offers above and beyond the listing price. So it might encourage you to try and list a property on your own without using an agent. Now you address this head on,
Right.
Why people are wanting to do this and how it can actually work against them.
Right. So, again, I work in a community where people sometimes have bought and sold a couple of homes in their career. It's not always first-time home buyers. And what happens when the market gets hot or it picks up, and someone sells a home or puts it on the market, they get offers really quickly. So does the people who say, well, it seems so easy, I'm going to try and do it myself, which is fine. Anybody can essentially sell their home if they want to put in the time,
And you
effort,
actually
and energy.
allow them the opportunity to do that with your company. If someone wants to list their property on their own, you'll run parallel to it.
That's correct. So sometimes people say, well, I want to do it for sale by owner because I don't want to work with an agent.
Yep.
But I actually offer a program where we will work with for sale by owners. And what that means is they can go out and market their home and do whatever they want. We'll go out and market their home. If they find their own buyer and want to sell it to them, we don't charge them a thing. We great, we develop a relationship, but they do their own thing.
And that's really unique. That doesn't really exist out there. I think a lot of times people watching might think, well, he's telling you not to do it for sale by owner because, well, he's a realtor and he has a company and he wants to earn the commission. But the reality is you'll allow someone to do it and you'll just prove them that you can get more bang for their buck. I encourage people to reach out to you for that.
I've always approached real estate from the perspective that I want to help people. I don't want to force them to do something they don't want to do. So I try to provide options.
Yep.
And so this is simply an option for somebody who says, well, I want to try it myself, but I'll let you try it as well. And we'll see what the end results are.
You can't lose.
Right.
BrokerKurt.com. Kurt Wannebo, a good friend of mine. Again, there's a reason that Kurt was ranked the #1 San Diego realtor by the Wall Street Journal. He's top 100 nationwide. We're number 70.
In the 70s for volume and transactions, correct?
Last year closed 300 something deals. So Kurt, terrific, great job. Appreciate you coming in here
Thanks,
today
Greg.
as always.